Chapter 1. Settling In. The snow had fallen continuously in the week since Brenda and Mac had returned home from their honeymoon in Italy. Brenda took a deep breath and stood mesmerized by the sparkling winter wonderland surrounding the Sheffield bed and breakfast. There was nothing in her world to mar her happiness. The day she met Detective Mac Rivers, something stirred within her she had never experienced. And now, after the marriage and the honeymoon, they were home again in her, now their, bed and breakfast. Mac returned to work that morning, and Brenda Sheffield Rivers felt all was right with her world. "You must land from your honeymoon, Brenda," Allie said. "It's back to business." Brenda smiled at the teasing her young reservationist threw her way. Allie Williams was her youngest employee. She was adept at her abilities at the bed and breakfast, and Brenda hoped she would remain in her job while attending the local college when the time came. "I'm back," Brenda said, "but memories won't hurt anyone." She glanced at the computer. "Who do we have arriving today?" "A couple is coming from upstate New York. They are Rachel and Thomas Wellington, and should arrive early this afternoon. Then we have a man named Philip Turner from Canada." Allie named other guests who had either arrived or were due any minute. "I know you need to practice your ice skating skills," Brenda told her. "Let me know when you'll need time off for that. We all want you to win during the winter festival later this week." Allie laughed. "I want to win too, but I've made arrangements to practice at the indoor rink in the evenings when I'm finished here. I hope the lake at the park is frozen solid enough to have the competition outside, though." Brenda looked at the guest roster again. "It looks like we have one unreserved room. With the festival, I'm sure we'll have someone dropping in at the last minute for a spot here." Allie agreed. It was rare that they had empty rooms, especially during special events in Sweetfern Harbor. She and Brenda commented on the heavy snowfall. They knew the snow alone would bring winter diehards not only to their small town, but also to the popular winter festival. At that moment the door opened, and Rachel and Thomas Wellington were welcomed in. They appeared to be in their early 50s. Rachel was petite in stature and remained somewhat quiet and reserved while Thomas signed in. He told Allie they came early to enjoy the village and shops before the festivities got underway. Brenda rang for Michael, who came to the foyer. He retrieved the bags and led the way for the Wellingtons to their room. "I'm going to meet with the chef for a few minutes," Brenda told Allie. A brush of cold air swept the foyer at that moment. Brenda noted her reservationist's expression as she focused on the tall, good-looking man who walked toward them. His strides were determined and yet casual. "Hello, I'm Philip Turner," the man said. He paused, his attention resting on Allie. "What is a beautiful girl like you doing behind a desk?" Allie's face tinted a faint pink, and she smiled up at him. His deep blue eyes riveted her attention. Thick hair, the color of the sandy beach on the other side of the seawall, enhanced his looks. Allie saw the equipment bag by his side. "Do you have a hobby, Mr. Turner?" "I'm a professional photographer," Philip stated. "I hope to get some good photos around town. I may start with you." He reached into his bag with a warm smile and retrieved an expensive camera. Allie protested. "I know the Sheffield bed and breakfast is a nice backdrop, but perhaps you can wait to take my picture until I'm on the rink winning the upcoming ice skating competition."